Canto 10. Ascent to the first terrace of pride. Carved examples of humility, the souls of the proud, bearing heavy stones. When we were within the threshold of the gate, in disuse because of human souls' evil love, which makes the twisted way seem straight, I heard it being closed again, resounding. And if I had turned back my eyes to it, what would have been a worthy excuse for the fault? We were climbing up through a cleft rock that moved from side to side like the wave that flees and then approaches. Here we must use a little skill, began my leader, clinging to the side that recedes, now here, now there. And this made our steps so slow that the hollow moon reached its bed to lie down again before we came forth from that needle's eye. But when we were free of it and in the open, up where the mountain gathers itself back, I weary and both uncertain of our path, we came to a halt on a plain lonelier than roads through desert places. From its edge, where it borders on the emptiness, to the foot of the high bank that keeps on rising, a human body would measure 3 lengths. And as far as my eye could wing its flight, now on the left, now on the right side, this ledge seemed unvaried. We had not yet moved our feet up there, when I saw that the inner bank, which, rising straight up, permitted no ascent, was of white marble and adorned with such carvings that not only Polycletus, but even nature would be put to scorn there. The angel who came to earth with the decree of peace, for many years bewailed with tears, which opened heaven after its long prohibition, appeared before us so truly, carved there in his gentle bearing, that he did not seem a silent image. One would have sworn that he was saying Ave, for image there was she who turned the key to open the high love. And in her bearing was stamped this speech, Ecce ancilla Dei, exactly as a figure is sealed in wax. Do not fix your mind on one place alone, said my sweet master, who had me on the side where people have their hearts. Therefore I turned my eyes, and I saw behind Mary, on the side where he was, who was prompting me, another story carved in the rock. Therefore I crossed beyond Virgil, and drew near it, so that it would be holy before my eyes. There in the very marble was carved the wagon and the oxen drawing the holy ark, because of which people fear offices not appointed. Before it appeared people, and all of them, divided into 7 choruses, made one of my 2 senses say, no, the other, yes, they are singing. Just so the smoke of the incense image there made eyes and nose discordant as to say yes and no. There, preceding the holy vessel, leaping with his robes girt up, was the humble psalmist, and he was both more and less than king on that occasion. Opposite, portrayed at a window of a great palace, Michal was gazing out like a disdainful, wicked woman. I moved my feet from the place where I was standing so as to see up close another story that shone white for me from behind Michal. There was pictured the high glory of the Roman prince whose worth inspired Gregory to his great victory. I mean of the Emperor Trajan. And a poor widow woman was at his bridal, in an attitude of tears and grief. Around him appeared a great crowding of horsemen, and above them the eagles and the gold seemed to be moving in the wind. The wretched woman among all these seemed to be saying, Lord, avenge my son who has been killed, so that I am broken-hearted. And he to be replying, Now wait until I return, and she, my lord, as a person speaks in whom sorrow is urgent. If you do not return, and he, whoever will be in my place will do it for you, and she, what will another's good be to you, if you forget your own? Then he, now be comforted, for it is fitting that I fulfill my duty before I move. Justice demands it, and compassion holds me here. He in whose sight nothing is new produced this visible speech, novel to us because it is not found here. While I was delighting to see the images of so many humilities, precious to see also because of their maker, Behold on this side, but their steps are slow, murmured my poet. Many people, these will send us to the ascending steps. My eyes, content to gaze in order to see new things which they desire, were not slow in turning toward him. But I do not wish you, reader, to be dismayed in your good intention, when you hear how God wills that the debt be paid. Do not regard the form of the suffering. Think what follows it. Think that at worst it cannot go beyond the great judgment. I began, Master, what I see moving toward us do not seem to be persons, and I know not what, my sight is so confused. And he to me, the heavy condition of their torment buckles them toward the earth, so that my eyes at first had to struggle. But gaze fixedly there, and disentangle with your eyes what comes under those stones. Already you can make out how each is beating his breast. O proud Christians, weary wretches, who weak in mental vision put your faith in backward steps, do you not perceive that we are worms born to form the angelic butterfly that flies to justice without a shield? Why is it that your spirit floats on high, since you are like defective insects, like worms in whom formation is lacking? As to support a ceiling or a roof, we sometimes see for corbel a figure that touches knees to breast, so that what it is not real causes real discomfort to be borne in whoever sees it. So I saw them to be, when I looked carefully. It is true that they were more and less compressed according as they had more and less upon their backs, and he whose bearing showed the most patience, weeping, seemed to say, I can bear no more.